What is up, guys? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is the Game Changers Network. I am Fabrice Fouangi. This is
Daniel Montoya.
And we are the Game Changers Network. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing great.
Hey, you know who's not doing great?
Who?
The Boston Celtics. Boy,
They out.
Trash.
Hey, but to come back 3-3, that's still history.
Boy, I don't give a hell. I don't give a damn.
But they didn't. But yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you tell me as a team, as an organization,
Yep.
if I knew that I would go to a game 7 to play like that,
In Boston.
I might as well get swept.
In Boston.
Kevin Garnett was there.
Everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
They're like, history's going to be made.
Might it be happening? Boy, they lost them tickets.
Himmy Butler.
Himmy. Nah, he didn't play as good as Himmy does.
I don't give a crap. They still won by 20.
Neither did Bam, but that's tough.
Yeah, they still won by 20.
You saw what happened when they were celebrating? So Bam got the trophy, right? Bam grabbed the trophy and he held it, right? And as they celebrated, he grabbed the trophy. He was going to go give it to Jimmy Butler, right? And Jimmy Butler said, "Nah, you hold it. I want the next one."
Ooh. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, that's
just to
dog.
be completely honest, I didn't watch till the very end. There was like 2 minutes left.
I didn't watch it either. I saw it on social media.
I was golfing. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was golfing.
No, that game was cold.
Was it?
Like, bro, they like it was a blowout from like the beginning of the fourth.
So I've been keeping up with Miami Heat. There's a guy on that team that was undrafted. You might know who he is.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
That was undrafted.
4 of them.
He played for the Hornets, got fired, and then there's a rapper. What's his name?
Which one?
Long dreads. He's got a basketball court and he has his own little season. I can't remember his name, but anyway. So the basketball player calls Miami's assistant coach and says, "Hey, this man right here, you really need to watch him." And then they signed him a couple years back. And then
2 Chainz?
No, it wasn't
couldn't
2
be
Chainz. No, he's got long dreads, kind of light skin.
Kind of light skin.
Black dude.
Dude.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember either.
I will find it, and yeah,
Tag him in.
that's how he got on Miami, and now he's going to the
Wasn't it
finals.
Strus? Was it Vincent Strus?
Probably.
Talking about? I think so. The
Maybe.
one that's lighted up threes.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
Vincent
him.
Strus.
Yep. He was averaging 5 points with the Charlotte Hornets, and then now he's averaging 20 something.
20.
Yeah,
And he balling.
he balling,
His
and he was
mind-
undrafted. Game changer. Bing.
Bing. Half of them were undrafted, right? Freaking Duncan Robinson. Everybody but Jimmy.
Yeah,
And Bam.
his name's not Jimmy.
Butler.
Himmy.
My bad. Himmy.
Yeah. It's Himmy.
Butler.
Himmy Butler.
But yeah, I
Hey,
think.
what do you think about them and the Nuggets though? Because right now they just won yesterday. Now they're about to go see Jokic, and
I don't know. It's a different matchup. It's a different feel. It's a different energy. That Colorado, Denver.
Yeah.
Weather is different. However, Miami's always lit.
it's an elevation difference. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. So like it affects you physically. However, we know Jimmy
Can't breathe.
Not much affects them. That team is full of dogs. Okay, Vincent Schurz, Martin something, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson.
I think Denver is the ugliest but best team in the NBA right now.
Oh, 100%.
They don't have that like star like in your face.
They do. Oh, like, you mean like star presence?
Presence.
Yeah, because
yes.
nobody cares about Denver.
Yeah, nobody cares. But I believe they're gonna win.
Okay.
And I don't even think it's gonna be close.
So I know they're gonna win.
I think it's gonna
However,
be game only 5. I'm
However,
predicting this right now.
Game 5.
They're taking it in 5.
4-1.
4-1.
Here's what I'm saying. The Miami Heat, just off, like let's not even, just Western Conference, Eastern Conference Finals,
Yep.
have one of the best, I'm talking best championship runs we've ever seen already.
Yeah, true.
Because, I mean, these dudes are, remember the Bucks? Who are them? Like, they swept the Bucks.
Yeah.
This is Giannis. This is
I know.
Middleton.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, now you come to the Celtics. The Celtics, I mean, we obviously, unfortunately, they have their troubles in playoff times. However, you know, they got their butt handed to them. All right.
Did you not see what Denver did to the Lakers?
I know. No, hold on. So that's why I'm getting at. I'm
about to say.
So now, and the Suns.
And the Suns.
So
KD and LeBron, they just took them out, swept them like nothing. It's like,
so now
we going to the finals, and we're going to win it.
Right.
Watch.
So on paper, You calling it?
Calling it.
I am too.
5 games.
So on paper, all right. Nikola Jokic, Jeff Green, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kevin Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. Okay? Outside of Jamal Murray, all of them are at least 6'10".
That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay.
big man against shooters.
On paper. Miami Heat, outside Bam, all of them like below 6'6".
I'm trying to tell you.
6'8", I mean.
It's a whole different game plan, but
However, Miami Heat, on paper, was supposed to lose every time, but here they are.
yeah, but here they are. I mean, it's a great underdog story. No lie. For Himmy to get his team to where they're at is in itself
Impressive. Very impressive. Get a little slow claps.
little golf claps.
Little golf claps.
Yes.
He's
But
gorgeous.
in itself is a victory for me. But to go against that juggernaut of a team, sorry.
I think it's done.
Sorry.
Their bench is deep too.
Sorry.
Their bench is mad deep.
Miami, you made a run, but Joker's coming, baby.
It ain't gonna be no joke when he on the court. Damn. What you think about him, Brandon? You watch basketball?
B-Dog.
That
man watches Fortnite.
Lame, man.
That man watches
You watch
Fortnite and Call
Fortnite
of Duty.
streams?
Call of Duty,
Fortnite.
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 That's what I'm talking
Bro, I
about.
used to be Fortnite heavy, boy.
Did you really?
Don't trust that.
Bro, I stopped playing games right before Fortnite came out, so I have never played Fortnite.
I played Fortnite before everybody became architects.
Oh, before they start building all that crap. My little brother, Jared, okay?
Jared.
He gets this remote, man, and all you hear is click. That dude's building staircases to heaven, man.
It's nuts, bro. These dudes building entire like suburbs, bro, in like seconds, bro. I'm like, yo. But so what I do is I just sit at the bottom and just shoot their base. Because if you shoot the base, it destroys everything. I'm that guy.
You're that guy?
I'm that guy. That's
Doing-
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just hit legs today this morning.
Yeah.
I'm in pain.
You're in pain?
I'm in pain,
let me tell you. So this past weekend, I went to Frisco, Texas. Or actually, no, I was in Arlington, Frisco.
Okay.
Arlington. Me and the wife, it was Memorial Day weekend. We had the weekend off. My kids wanted to stay with their grandpa.
Where's your grandpa?
Here in Andrews.
Oh, here. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So kids wanted to stay with grandpa. Other kids want to stay with grandma. We're good. And so we take off to Arlington. We were going to stay in Frisco for 2 nights, right? We are just going to chill in Frisco because we were invited to a PGA event, the KitchenAid. And we ended up just going to, on our way there, this sporadic, right? We're just driving. And I'm like, hey, let's see what's going on in Arlington to see if the Rangers have a game, or let's just see what's going on in Arlington. So we check it, and the Big 12 Conference Champion baseball tournament was going on. Just so happened Texas Tech was playing that night.
Oh.
Just so happened. Right.
While you were there.
So I'm like, let's just go stay at Texas Live for the night, go watch that game, come back, have some fun. Texas Live, have you been to Texas Live?
I don't know what that is.
If you haven't been to Texas Live in
live?
Arlington, it's live, right? It's
What
and
is
that-
it, like a party
It's
scene?
a huge. So it's like you get food, you can get drinks.
Okay.
There's so many bars, and it's a huge like center just to go have fun, party, drink, and eat. It's just huge. It's just
So
huge.
like
It's right next to the Globe Life Park.
Okay.
Next to the Rangers
So it's
Stadium.
like a park area, or is it like
So the Rangers Stadium is
Yeah.
called Globe Life. It's right next to it.
so it's like open space?
Yes. Well, no, kind of open space. It's closed. It's called Texas Life. It's like a closed building, but like this area right here is like the main area. You can order food, whatever. This one's a barbecue place.
Okay.
This one over here is just a pub.
So when you say
Upstairs is a
closed
club.
area, I'm thinking like a football stadium. Closed area, but smaller.
It's smaller. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's really nice. It's really fun. So we go there. We watch the Texas Tech game. Texas Tech is up 5-0 going into like the 8th inning.
Dang.
5-0, and this is baseball.
5-zip.
OSU, Oklahoma State University, comes back, ties it up, 8th inning, bottom, 5-5.
So what, they've loaded all bases?
Bro, we got lucky to get out of that inning, right? So then it goes to the 9th inning. Texas Tech doesn't make a score. We had a guy on first and second, could have made a run, could have scored, didn't score. Go to 9th inning, right? Bottom of 9th inning, OSU. Me and Kelsey, we're like, so they have these things called the adult Capri Suns.
Mm-hmm. I saw y'all.
Did you see that?
I saw y'all. That? Adult Capri Suns. Adult Capri Suns,
right?
Yeah.
But they have some tequila and stuff in there, and it's just and you put it around your neck, and you got it in the straw spoon. Yeah, it's fun.
Little shum.
Yeah, little shum.
Little shum.
So anyway, so we're like, all right, let's go ahead and walk out. If it goes into extra innings, whatever. So for everyone out there that doesn't have kids yet, if you're breastfeeding, you have to keep your supply up. You have to pump. So my wife has to pump. So we're like, all right, well, we got to go now, or she's going to start leaking. This is a real thing. Women leak, if they don't pump, all right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it has to constantly come out.
It constantly comes out whenever the baby's supposed to be feeding. So it's for us, it's like every 4 hours. So we were there already 4 hours. She could feel it. She was like, I got to go pump. I was like, all right, cool. So we're leaving. This is bottom of 9th. We're about to leave the stadium.
You pump like a baby bottle and you just throw it there.
Yeah, it's like a literal electric pump. You put it on there, you turn it on, and
bottle,
and it goes into a bottle. Yes,
that makes sense.
It's crazy. But anyway, so we're leaving. We're about to leave, and I'm like, hey, babe, let's just watch this. If it goes into extra innings, I said, here's a room key. I want to stay and watch it. If it doesn't, if they end up getting a base run, they win. Anyway.
Okay.
So we're at the exit, right? We're just standing there. We're looking down because in Globe Life, the entry level is the regular level, and then it has a down. Right. So we're sitting there, and you hear pow, and you hear the whole crowd. Ah, this is Oklahoma State University. They hit a freaking home run right in my face. So I don't know if they got it on camera or not, but where the home run came, it was directly like at my face, and then it hit the stands like 4 rows in front of me. Pow! And Tech lost. I was like, let's go pump. Let's go.
OD. He's like, I'm out of here.
I'm out. Let's go.
Pump. Let's go pump.
Yeah, but Texas Tech's my team, man. I love Texas Tech and whatever sport they're doing. Doing football, baseball, track, whatever.
I spent 5 years at Tech. I never watched them play baseball.
No. They have a really good. They have a really good team.
A really good team. Yeah. And I know they made like nationals and stuff like that too. Like I used to walk because I did engineering for 3 years. So like when on my way to the buildings, I would walk like past their games. Just never watched them.
Just never watched it.
Never watched them.
Their baseball team's pretty salty.
Yeah.
They're young right now. So next year they're going to be even saltier. And depending on what roster or the kids they pick up, they're gonna have a pretty good team.
Pretty good team. Pretty low.
They only had like 2 seniors this year.
Oh yeah.
So they're pretty young.
Pretty raw.
But they still made it. I mean, they were the
they're a good team.
semifinalists to the conference championship. So
they're a good team.
So anyway, so we go to that, and then next day, haul butt to Frisco, and PGA, Monument Realty, the new company I'm with, they are the official partners of PGA in Frisco. So our company actually has the entertainment district on lockdown.
That's live. That's lit as
Tell me about it.
That's lit as hell.
But this is my first ever PGA event, professional golf, event that I've ever been to.
Oh, okay.
I've been to like high school tournaments. I've been to stuff like that.
Like an official one.
An official professional golf, event.
First of all, how's the course? Like, how's the course look? How are the greens on
Beautiful.
the holes? Really?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was just hot.
I bet. Well,
it's stupid.
Boy, Texas.
So let me tell you, in high school, you can drive a cart, right?
Sure.
And we end up getting these VIP seats or tickets. So I'm like, no doubt we're going to get a cart, No, you walking.
You walk.
The whole way.
And don't the pros walk too?
Yes, the whole course.
Hell no.
Yeah, so me and Kelsey, we're walking. We walk in.
I pop my side.
We're starstruck. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing golfers that I see on TV.
Like who? Who'd you see?
Furyk. There was he's an African dude. I follow him all the time. I cannot remember his name.
The black dude?
Yes.
With the Jordan ones on the feet?
No,
that's not him.
He's from Africa. He's a golfer from Africa.
He's cold.
He's cold, bro. And I saw him make a birdie. I cannot remember his name. I will try to remember his name before this episode ends.
Yeah.
But I saw Furyk and tee off on hole 1, which I've never, I'm like starstruck. When I see these guys drive, I'm like, holy crap.
It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game. And these guys are so freaking accurate. So on hole 9 on that course, there's a bunker right in the middle.
Okay.
If you drive it in the middle, you're going in that bunker. If you drive it too far to the left, you're going over the hill into the crap, which is out of bounds. If you drive it to the right, you have this, I would say about 15 yard area in the fairway between the bunker and the rough. And if you hit it too far, you go in the crap.
That's wild.
So you have to hit it in that
little
zone. You have to drive the ball, not hit it like a wedge or anything. You're driving the ball and you have to hit it in this one specific area to not hit like crap.
That's a different ball game.
It's so crazy because like here in Andrews when we golf, we're like our fairways are huge. We're like we could hit, and if we hit it rough, if we hit it right or left, we're still in a different fairway, or we're over there. If you hit it too far to the right, you're in water,
dirt.
You're in crap. You're on a bridge. Like
that's nuts.
It's crazy.
You're hitting people.
But the golf course itself was amazing. The event was amazing. It was just so much walking. So if you've never been to a PGA event, just know that you're probably going to walk at least 3 miles.
Boy, stop.
The minimum.
I grab my chair, put it at the end. What's it, hole 19? Hole 18? I mean, I'm putting it up there. I'm sitting there. I'm going to be the only one up there. How you doing?
So our club seats or VIP seats or suites or whatever was on between hole 16 and 17.
For Monument.
Yep. So we were like, we walked on to hole 1 and I was like, hey, that's one of the guides. Hey, where's hole 16, 17? You see that red dot way over there, that booth? And I'm like, yeah, I can see it. That's where y'all are at. I'm like, and then I asked them too. I was like, did we get a card or anything? They're like, no. Like, all right. So I'm like, all right, babe, let's go.
Yeah. With the wife. You had to walk back, didn't y'all?
Yeah, we had to walk over there, drink a couple drinks, and then walk all the way back because she had to pump again. Don't mind you, every 4 to 5 hours. We got there at 9, had to come back to the charters at around 12 to 1, pumped in the car, got back, walked back over there, and then walked back to go home.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, it was about, I'm saying a solid 3.5
First of all, you see my skin color? We don't walk for shit.
And it was hot, bro. Like, it was so bad.
Goddamn.
And we didn't bring sunscreen or anything.
Yeah.
My dumb butt thought since it was VIP, it was like VIP, we're getting carts, we're going to go straight and we're going to be in shade all day.
Yeah. I love golfing, man.
Am I a little bit more tan?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
a lot of
tan.
it, the red in your skin's popping now.
The red? Oh, it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Okay.
And then I went golfing all day yesterday, so.
Well, welcome back.
Welcome back.
What I do yesterday? I edited.
Yay for editing.
You know, it's sad.
What?
I went to the bank yesterday, okay? I'm driving, skirt. I'm finna get to the bank. Because don't do this, guys, okay? I just found out I don't have a single savings account. I know. And I swear I used to have them, but I don't know what happened. So I went to the bank to get...
You got to keep money in them to keep them around.
That's probably what happened. I never kept money in my savings. They probably closed that jet.
Yeah.
So I go to the bank and I'm like, crap, it's Memorial Day. They're closed.
Oh, yeah.
They were closed.
True.
So I headed back home and I sat my happy self down. Mm-hmm. And I tried to do like some work, but everything was closed. I was trying to hit up people, but nobody was working.
Yep.
It's like a whole American tradition, Memorial Day.
It is.
It's like American culture.
Ask me if buyers or sellers care about that.
They don't.
They don't. I showed about 7 houses yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that's not. See?
I showed it. Mm-hmm. So I got up around, we drove back from Frisco the night before. Yeah. And then I woke up around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And had showings set up for 10 to about 2 o'clock.
Nah, see, I can't do it. In the name of America, I can't do it. On Memorial Day?
Under contract, baby.
I'm good.
Under contract.
That's true. You got to get that bread.
Under contract.
Got to get that bread.
That's what matters. You got them under contract on Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you that are realtors out there, you ain't working on Memorial Day and somebody is, I got them under contract. If you were out there partying on your boat, I was working. See the difference?
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them are like that. That's how I was working too. I didn't know what to do. I was working, I played Elden Ring.
What's that?
You know what Elden Ring is? You know what Elden Ring is, right? That game's probably one of the hardest games I've ever played.
Elderberry?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. So
Is it like Lord of the Rings? My precious.
No, bro. It's like Dark Souls. You know what Dark Souls is? You probably grew up around Dark Souls.
No, what's that?
No, so it's like a game. Basically, one of the hardest games ever made. You get a sword.
PC?
Nah, it's on Xbox, but I play it on PC with controller.
Oh,
It's the same thing. So I'm on the last boss on the game, and the last boss is called Radagon of the Golden Order. And so once you beat Radagon, you beat the Elden Beast. Impossible. Daniel, when I tell you, like, I value my time dearly.
Mm-hmm.
I put 5 hours into beating this one boss.
And you didn't beat him.
Hell no, man. 5 hours of my life gone.
Well,
gone. Before the last boss is another hard boss. His name is freaking Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Godfrey and Elderberry.
Elden Ring. The beast.
It's
So
all right.
all in all, this past weekend, 10 hours total wasted.
And you didn't even get.
I got paid though, so I ain't
That's why I don't play video games.
I got paid though. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping.
So I did 10 hours, but my 10 hours was at,
Shorty's place.
the Star
Oh,
PGA
that's live.
Rangers game.
That's live.
It was so much fun.
Let's go golfing,
I
dude.
want to go. I want to record. I should have recorded
I
that.
forgot your golf case. I should have brought it. I was gonna bring it today. I'll bring it
good.
tomorrow.
We'll get it.
But yeah, I got a golf case for May 18th when I got my first birdie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Birdie, let's go, bro. I'm so excited. I'm about to be cold.
So I got a golf case
Okay,
for my first ever chip-in eagle.
you did?
Yes. Well, this happened months ago. This didn't happen recently, but yeah, I chipped in hole 2. I was about 80 yards out.
Yeah,
Chipped in, hit 2 bounce, pop, pop, bing.
in.
Yep.
You know
Eagle
how hard that.
on a par 4.
Now that
Second
I
shot.
when you told me the story about those guys up there, like now when I hear these like golf shots, like that's hard.
It is hard.
The sport's hard.
It is.
Like very, but it is what it is.
So let me tell you a little story what happened yesterday. Okay. So I take my 2-year-old son,
Luca.
Luca
That's a grown man.
Luca James.
That's a
He's
grown
my
man.
man child.
That's a grown man.
So my other 2 kids were at grandma's house. They're playing, swimming, whatever they were doing over there for Memorial Day. We're at the house. We're trying to clean up, whatever. Wife's tired, tired of the trip, whatever. We just drove forever. Luca's being so like clingy to her for whatever reason. He's just like, mama, 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 mama. So she's like, can you just take him somewhere? I'm like, yeah, I'll take him. Where do you want me to take him? She's like, anywhere. What better place than the golf course?
Nice.
Right? So we get in, we go to the golf course, and I got these kid clubs. They're like this big, right?
Okay.
And he's just playing with it, whatever. I'm actually playing. I throw a ball out. He's kind of like a little puppy. I throw the ball out, give him a golf club, and he goes out there and he just hits it. And
then
goes in
falls and
circles.
hits it again.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. Some of my buddies coming around, or I see some of my buddies, and they're like, hey, you want to play? I'm like, heck yeah, let's play. So anyway, now we're with my buddies, and I'm on this par 3. I think it's hole number 8 in Andrews. And we have a group of 5, so there's 5 carts. There's a cart in front of me, and then my cart. So my kid, he's been sitting on my lap driving the cart, for the, I don't know, almost the whole round that we were playing. And he gets in there, and I don't know, for whatever reason, he just plops down on the bottom, and he slams on the gas. And it's an electric cart, so, I mean, it's got power. And thank God, there's a cart in front of it, but he hits it, boom.
Oh.
And then the tires start spinning, skirt.
Because he's still on it.
He's on that gas, man. And I'm already up at close to the tee box, and I hear that, and I turn my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I drop my club, and I take off, and he's pushing this cart. There's a cart in front of him that's slammed. And thank goodness he was in the cart. So he's like slammed on the brakes.
Yeah.
He's like, oh crap. And I'm like running, but my old man legs, man, I'm like trying and just going downhill. So this other young kid runs, goes, takes a key out, and Luca's like, he's just sitting there. I'm like, well, Luca, what are you doing? And he just shrugged his shoulders.
Wow, whoop is on the spot.
Bro.
I'm spanking.
And he wasn't even shook. Like I got him out. He got out the cart and he was like looking for me. And I was like, Luca, what are you doing? Just shrug his shoulders.
Your kids are dogs, man.
He is.
All
now I know I'm taking the keys out every time.
Every time.
If he's with me.
Yeah, your kids
or I'm
are so
actually not taking, I don't have to take it out, but I turn the key off. Yeah. Without the key being on, you can't go forward or backwards.
God bless your heart, because, oh, man. What did the wife say?
What did she say?
Did your wife say?
I had to show up early to work today. And
oh, dude, that's so funny, man.
It's
so hard trying to talk to women.
If she would have been there, she would have freaked.
No, she would have killed you.
Killed
you for sure. You would have. Boy, that golf session's over.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
That right then in that moment, it'd have been over.
The only thing
we would not have finished golfing at all.
Women see things so differently. You know, it's so crazy.
But Luca was just chilling. He was
just chilling. I can't wait to get a kid. He's gonna be just as stupid as me.
Oh yeah.
I already know he is. I'm already counting it.
So so you was talking a relationship problem. What kind of relationship problems you talking about?
Well, I'll get into my problems, but the only problem we should get into now is our sponsors.
Hello.
Over at HTO. Our sponsors of the show is HTO. HTO is the place to go. I get the mango fresco because that's my jam. That's my go-to. And
I get that wedding cake. You know, I get that huge wedding cake. I think it's like 50 ounces or something. It's huge. But anyway, that's from 2 to 4 p.m. every single day, Monday through Sunday. They have a happy hour. And it's less than $2 for a huge.
I'm talking huge. And y'all know everything is big in Texas.
It's even bigger.
Yeah, I'm talking like size of my foot almost.
A little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a 52 ounce drink.
And imagine that, like, full of water.
This man has like a size 20.
14s.
Oh, close enough.
So, yeah.
Who's our other official sponsor?
Our other official sponsor of the show is CourseCareers.com. CourseCareers.com, I know, look, college is expensive. We know how it gets. And so it doesn't have to be anymore with Course Careers. Over at Course Careers, you can get your certification on digital sales, information technology, and digital marketing. And you take their course, get a certificate, and you get the same high-paying salaries that a college degree gets you. I mean, dog, who doesn't want that? So head over to CourseCareers.com and use code FAB50 at checkout to get $50 off your first course. All right, baby.
Sweet.
Speaking of problems.
I got 99 problems, but ain't one. Hit me.
I got 99 problems, and it's all of them.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I'm doing great in life except for that aspect.
Tap out.
Tap out? What are you tapping out for?
Your problems. I would be tapping out right now.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
And I did. I had to cut it out, but at the same time, Brandon, you had a girl?
Ooh.
See, you got a girl. So our man in the back has a girl. So you know how tough that can be just to keep the peace. You know? She's perfect? My man.
Mine's pretty perfect, too.
My man. Yeah, no. Mine's perfect, too, except, like, I don't know how to do relationships. I've been single for so long. So I've been trying that thing. I've been trying relationships, bro. I've been trying it. I don't know how to do it, bro. I think I'm just so used to being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm too friendly to everyone.
So I think your issue is that I think you need to tell them right off the jump that you are a very business-oriented person.
And I do. They don't get it. Apparently, I'm normal. I am not normal.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is. Like, I be trying to tell her, look. What's up? So I'm very friendly, right? I'll pull up on any girl like, what's up, shorty? You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. You can't do that while you're in a relationship. You can't do none of that. You can't even go and hug another woman for that shit. You can't do none of that.
That's the young puppy stuff.
Exactly.
You'll get over it.
Exactly.
You'll get over it.
But I'm mature. Like, I'm 23 mentally or physically, but in my head, I'm like 30. All right. So when I pull up with a shorty, all right, and she sees my messages say stuff like mommy or shorty, and it's a problem, like, I get it. It's a problem. But also, that's just who I am. I don't know how to do nothing else. You know
You
what
talking
I'm
about you with a girl and you calling her another girl mommy or shorty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you stupid. That's all you. I don't know how to save you from that. That's
But
just
that's
your
like,
retarded.
no, it was just so weird because that's just how I called the other girl before. Like,
Yeah,
the
ain't
new
no
girl
way,
came in.
son.
So I get you, but it is what it is. So now,
Kelsey catches me saying that, shouty or whatever, mommy
What's
to
up,
anybody
shorty?
else.
What's up,
she
shorty?
cutting my throat. Cut off.
But see, that's just who I am.
You better get over that right now. You want a shouty? You better get rid of the other shouties. That's all I'm saying.
I'm finna be single forever, yo.
Nah, we'll see.
Brandon, what you think, man? It ain't right.
There's one that's gonna flip you on your head. You don't even know yet.
She probably. The thing too, like, I'm into Latinas a lot now. Latinas are murderers, yo. If she got even an ounce of Latina, she's a murderer. That is wild to me,
bro. Let me just tell you. So I was the same young guy
Stud.
like you,
was
right?
a
Stud, like just. Sorry for all the girls that I broke hearts. I right now just want to apologize. So sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just young.
Sorry for all the girls that broke your
I was
heart.
just young and dumb.
You can't say that. Your wife is glad you broke their heart.
I'm just saying I'm sorry. Because I did some girls very wrong. Like I would just like not even talk to them. Like I don't know how you break up, but there was a point in time where they'd message me and I'd just say, I'm not feeling it. Just straight up, I'm not feeling it.
But that's
Deuce.
better. Some people just don't reply back. So you're okay. You're doing just fine.
I think I would rather go somebody than to tell them.
I'm
know
not
what I'm
feeling
saying?
it?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
No, because
You would rather just close it like that?
I'd
I
rather
feel
tell
like
them
that
like,
breaks people's heart more.
it does, but it's better than ghosting.
Well, then I'm not sorry. Nah, I'm just kidding. But
Imagine
anyway,
that, like yo, like instead of ghosting, instead of like saying like, yo, look, on this
truly,
gonna work out, you just diss. That means that if you ghost, that means that she wasn't worth even a response. That feels way worse.
you think so?
Yeah,
I would just say I'm not feeling it, and they'd be like, "What did I do wrong?" It's like it's not you.
it's not
me.
you, it's me. Right, and that's a fair thing. That's
It's
a very
really not.
fair
Like
thing.
I'm not ready to settle down. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not ready.
That's fair.
So let me tell you what happened when Kelsey came along. Everything changed.
What do you mean? When did you know? When did you know?
Honestly, it was so when I first met her, it was all about the looks. All about the looks. She's
You like,
gorgeous,
what's up, shorty?
right?
What's up, mommy?
Yeah, she's so hot, and I'm like, golly, I gotta have this chick, right? And then she would not, bro. She was like, her last name used to be Teague. Everyone called her Kelsey Tease because no one would like let her do anything, or she wouldn't do anything. She wouldn't go like past kissing. So I'm like, I got it, like I'm the guy. I'm like, I gotta get
He
past
said,
this
"Little
thing.
baby, my turn."
My turn.
My turn.
So anyway, so we start talking, whatever. I think she's this like prissy princess. Like if you've seen her, she looks like this little princess.
Cause she is.
She is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking she grew up in this rich ass house and she's just like, she's got everything. So then it's not even really a date. We go cruising. Like she's got this old Pontiac G6. She's like, hey, let's go driving. I've had a rough day. It was like Easter or something. I'm like, let's go. So we go get some drinks from Sonic, cruising around, just jamming, just listening to music. And we have our first real talk, like not about partying, not about what we're going to do tonight. Like we have a first real conversation, like deep. And so she starts telling me about her and her family. And I'm like, oh, really?
We get into that.
Yeah. So I'm like, because if you don't know her story, I'll let her say her own story, but her mom has been
Through it.
not so well, right?
Right.
She's been through it, and she's still going through it to this day. She moved down here from Arkansas because of the situation that was going on with her mom over there. Her grandma raised her. Like, she's been through it, right? I had no idea. So whenever she starts talking to me about this stuff, I'm like,
You're shook.
I'm shook, and I'm like, how in the heck are you have this smile on your face? How are you? Like, I think my life is bad, right? And I'm like, I lived in poverty, this and that, but holy crap.
So now an element of care starts to pop up. For
Right.
you.
Starts the element of care and the element of like, I know that she's not going to be with me because of anything else but purely love, because
Right.
she's been through so much crap.
Yeah.
And she's going to have these barriers. She's going to have these walls. Like I already knew. Like once she told me that, I already knew. But something about like that conversation, how real and how deep, and like just knowing that we kind of came from the same struggles. I was like, I'm way more attracted to you now than I was just because of your looks. Mm-hmm. And now it's not a sex thing. Like I wasn't like, I'm trying to get with her because sex. At that moment when we had that conversation,
it was her.
I said, I'm marrying that woman.
Yeah, it was her.
Like I know that she's the one for me. Whatever it's going to take, I got to drop everybody else. Like you're it.
So it was that conversation right there.
That conversation sealed the deal for me.
All right.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all know, and I see that because y'all do have the same upbringing. Like y'all talking about that relation. The thing is though, like I'm so different. That's why for me it's so hard. That's why I bring this up today.
Yeah.
I'm from Douala, Cameroon.
Douala.
Douala. Say it again.
Douala.
You did
Douala.
that? That's how he said.
I told you I'm from the motherland.
You the Douala?
What did I try to tell you?
Well, you're not. Which part of the motherland you from?
Douala. That's my play. Hey, I'm taking you deep sea fishing, but I swear you gonna take me to Cameroon.
All right, deal.
You taking me. You taking me.
Deal.
And we recording a whole session over there in Cameroon.
My passport is ready.
I don't have a passport, but I'll get one.
Oh my God, horrible. All right,
but I get one.
We got to go to Cameroon.
We're going.
We gotta
I ain't
go to
even
Douala.
playing.
I'll take you to Douala and I'll take you to Bafang and Bafusam and Buddha. There you go.
Buddha?
Buddha.
Buddha.
Not Buddha like religion, like Buddha.
Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha.
Buddha.
Buddha sanctuary.
Hey, what kind of food do y'all eat? Rice? Rice and steak? Rice and lamb?
We eat everything. Everything.
Y'all cook tortillas?
No, damn tortillas.
Hey, my mom is making some right now. I'm gonna text her right now. I'm gonna tell her to bring you a burrito because you need to try this.
Oh, say less.
This is Mexican stuff.
I bet.
Hold up 1 second. I'm taking it.
You'll text the moms?
I'm legit
Anyway,
texting her right
as
now.
you do that, I'm from Douala, Cameroon, right? I was raised there for 9 years. So like I'm 23 now, so I still have most of my roots from there still. Mm-hmm. So when I come to the States, so I spent 9 years there and I spent 13, 14 years here. So I have half the expectations of here and half the expectations of there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, expectations of my parents. So which still outweigh the expectations of like the US standard, right? America, I tell you this every time, coming from Africa to America, honestly, America makes you super lazy.
It does.
Okay. It makes you, Americans are mad lazy, I feel like. Yeah, and y'all know that too. Americans know that too. That's why y'all complain about immigrants coming in and stealing y'all's jobs. There's a reason why. So
you're not wrong.
Right. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
So clip that, by the way, Leonardo. Because of that, how I grew up, what I believe in, what I want a woman to be like is not the same as what a woman is here. You get what I'm saying? Traditionally, yes. Right?
Especially nowadays.
Yes. With the new culture, the new social norms, all that.
So let me tell you, that's why you like Latinas. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, for sure.
Now keep going.
For sure. Okay. Latinas go hard. Bro, I was reading some of the messages that old girl was telling me recently. I'm sitting here, I'm like, dang.
I'm not going to say any names, but there is a specific somebody that went to your apartment and did your whole thing.
See what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. And was they Latina?
Bro.
That's all I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
So, because of that, like, I'm a lot picky and my standards are up because I own a business and I don't want nobody to come in and bring my boy talk about it like the NBA. I'm a general manager in a relationship and my entire business is my franchise. I'm looking for a star player.
There you go.
And when you look for a star player, either they drop 60 or they bring the franchise down.
Right.
You want a Jimmy Butler, not a Kyrie Irving.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, go ahead. So I'm gonna continue.
Yes. Hold on. Before you continue, like hold that thought. Hold it. Hold it.
I'm holding.
So just know that if you do get a star, stars don't always shine. Okay, they're not always going to be the best. When you first date and everything's all peaches and cream, it's called like a honeymoon phase. Yeah. Everything's great. You're all giddy. You're all hugging. You're all kissing. You're all loving. You're going on dates. You're doing all that, right? And then life comes at you. So the star might not always be a star, but you got to find the star that is you're going to be able to ride the roller coaster with.
No, I get that.
Okay.
I get that.
All right.
How I'm going to get a star and I get that stars don't shine.
Yeah.
But every season, I got to make the playoffs. Okay? I am not dropping below the playoffs.
Finals.
finals.
Yes,
with
you
your
gotta
star.
set your bar.
And I do. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. So I even like give some free range and set the playoff. Ain't no way I'm going up, bro. Do I look like the Charlotte Hornets to you? Do I look like the Chicago Bulls to you? Do I look like the freaking Mavericks to you? I'm making the playoffs. All right? All right? Okay.
All right.
So that's my standard. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is now, who I am does not fit the standard of the American culture as an African.
Okay.
However, looks, I fit everything they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Physically, mentally, all
I
that.
get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it 100%.
And that's where the thing comes in.
That's
So
where-
I don't know if you heard. I like the idea, but social media is going to slander me for it. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to become a passport bro.
A what?
A passport bro.
What? To explain.
You heard a passport bro? Okay. Is that mama?
That is mama.
Is that mama? What
Come
up?
here, mama.
How you
Come
doing?
here.
That's his mom.
We live.
We live. I be telling people all the time.
We live.
Daniel's black because of you, huh?
Yes. Hey, you gotta throw me one of them real quick. Fabrice gonna eat that on set.
I gotta eat that on set.
I'm trying to explain to him Mexican culture. Here, throw it to Fabrice.
Throw it. I'm a catch. Ooh.
Boom.
Ooh, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
these are homemade. No, I don't want one
These
yet.
are homemade. You made
Homemade, grandma made,
How much I owe you?
nothing.
Come
I'm just
on
telling
now.
you. Take a bite of that real
You are
quick.
so kind. Thank
Take
you
a
so
bite of
much.
that real quick, and then we're gonna get back to passport bros.
Passport
Take-
bros.
Take a bite of that.
I don't know what I'm looking at. but
This is homemade. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, tortillas, bro, in the Mexican culture. Oh my goodness.
God.
You wonder why I still got a little husky on
you got
me?
more in there?
Yeah, she got 4.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. That tortilla is fresh.
I'm trying to tell you. But if you ever wonder why Latino is hard to stay in shape, that is why, bro. Like, I work hard every day, but whenever
killing
grandma
it.
makes these, whenever mama
killing
makes
it.
these,
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie. Taco V ain't nothing.
I'm trying to
Roses, I'm not going there no more ever again. Bro, this is busting. 9 out of 10. Can I finish this for you, continue?
for sure.
Nah, we gotta continue.
Finish it, whatever.
God.
Anyway, so I'll keep talking while this man eating. But I don't know what Passport Bros is. But relationship advice 101 is you find
Thank you
you
so much, by the way. Oh my goodness.
is the, are you gonna tell me what Passport Bros
I'm gonna
are
tell you.
after you finish scarfing
After
your
I
face?
chow down. This is so good. Can I have another bite?
No, you ain't getting another bite. We'll finish this and then you can eat that whole thing.
That's so fire.
That is so good.
Okay. Passport bros
Are
bros who give passports to go outside of the country to
get a woman and bring her back.
and then bring it back.
Okay.
I'm a passport bro. Nah, I'm not, but the idea sounds convenient
Yeah.
because you obviously the world has beautiful women
Yeah.
who don't have this new social media or views.
It's called the new
nuances.
new women age era.
There you
new
go.
Era.
New era of women age.
Yes.
They don't have that, so you go find
Independent.
somebody
I'm an
else.
independent
I'm
woman.
independent. I'm like, great to be independent. I love that you're independent. But understand, as a man, we feel the need to be protected. As I just realized in this whole recent situationship, all I want to do is just provide. Like, that's literally all I want to do. I don't even want her working, like at all. I want you to just sit there, look pretty, and I'll just provide everything. And it's rare to find a guy like that. I get it, but that's because I'm not from the U.S. So, exactly.
So the Bible actually explains that very well. It's called love and respect.
the Bible.
Yes. So women crave love. They crave, they nourish, they want to be there for their family. They want to be the lovers. They want to hold them, be passionate. They want to do all this stuff for their kids and for their family. Men, we crave the respect. We want the respect from our wives. We want the respect from our kids. We want the respect from our elders. So that's, getting into relationships or situationships in your case. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the love and respect.
That's it.
L&R.
Eleanor. And that's literally what it came down to. I'm like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. but women want to be independent, and I see where the clash can happen.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
So, passport bros.
Passport bros.
Let's not advertise that. They gonna think we wild
It's
over
like,
at the
we're
Game
not doing that.
Changers. So,
Hey, if it's illegal, that's all on you, man.
what are you talking about?
Is that illegal to go across seas, marry
Not-
somebody,
it is
and bring them
not
back,
illegal to fall in love with somebody outside the country.
and then marry them and bring them to the U.S.?
No, because when you get married, they get papers, right? So
Oh, because you're not bringing them to the States and then marrying them. You're marrying them there and then bringing them to the States.
when you marry them here, you should bring them here. They get a visa, they come here, and
And then you marry them.
Yeah.
They're like anchor babies.
Huh?
Anchor babies.
What is that?
Like in the past, so like Mexicans, because we're from Texas, so we know Mexicans come in place. So they come across the border, they have a baby with a U.S. citizen, and then they're anchor babies. They're here now permanently. That's what they call them, anchor
Yeah, I don't know
babies.
what that is. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Okay.
either.
Okay.
Hey, it is
anchor
what it is.
babies. So I have an anchor here in the States,
Which is a baby.
which is a baby.
The baby anchors them into the States.
That's a lot of pressure. Imagine having all that pressure. You ain't even born
So
yet.
if you were to do be passport, bro, what country?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie.
Which one we go?
Tokyo. Tokyo. Bro. Waifus? Anime? No? No, I'm too weird. Okay.
That is weird.
I'm lying. I'll probably go back and give me an African woman.
Pause.
African or Latino.
Oh yeah,
Colombian.
Colombian. Salvadorian.
Like outside of the looks, like Colombian.
You wouldn't go Russian or
Russian?
Norwegian,
Russians are racist.
Sweden.
By the way, I don't think that Russians are racist. I'm going to go ahead and add that right there, right in the middle of the podcast, so you know that I know and I truly don't think that Russians are racist. I just thought it was funny. Okay, bye.
Did you say Russians are racist?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Norwegian?
How do you know about that?
Norwegian.
You just made a big claim that you're putting online. Are
Online
you sure?
right now? That's
Are
true.
you sure that Russia is racist?
Nah, Russians are cool. I wouldn't do Russians. Norwegians are taller than me.
They are not taller than you, bro. You're 6'9.5"
6'7".
with your shoes 6'9".
Sure.
Okay.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Give me
Norwegian, Sweden.
Sweden? I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind Swedish. German.
European, France.
German. Not French girls. French girls smoke.
Oui, oui. Isn't that what they say?
What did you say?
Isn't that what they say? Oui, oui.
I keep trying to tell y'all, okay, now that is racist. Let me tell
That's
you
not
why.
right. You're the one that said it.
I
just made a thing about
everywhere
it.
I go in the U.S., I keep trying to explain it, okay? In French, we don't say oui, oui. It's one we.
Oui.
We. We means yes. So it'd be the equivalent of you saying yes, yes. But you
I
don't
do
say
say that.
yes, yes.
Yes, I do.
No, you say yes, sir.
I say yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, as a hype thing, but we don't say wee wee. You know what that sounds like? Wee wee. You imagine walking around. Are you happy, sir? Wee wee.
Oui, oui. Hey, that's what happens.
I can't stand you, bro. So I
It is
would.
what it is.
I'll probably go back and give me a little African,
It is what it
little
is.
African shorty. But yeah, relationships are tough. I think it's one of those things where I had to understand that it takes more than one party to, it takes a lot of. You got to remove your pride
Yes.
and your ego,
Yes.
to kind of get into that, and that's something that I'm gonna have to work on.
Yeah. So this is another deal that me and Kelsey went through. So we do. Everyone always wants to say 50-50,
Right.
and it's not. It's
100.
100.
100.
Both sides have to give 100%. And then if one side's slacking, you have to pick up that slack because you're not always going to be 100. Just sometimes might be 80, 100, or maybe 60, 100,
Right.
or, and it balances because we all go through stuff in life where we have stresses, we have kids, we have work, we have, X and Y and Z and all this stuff. So where I might thrive in a place, Kelsey might struggle, and then where I might struggle, she might thrive. So we kind of balance each other.
Okay.
out.
So
Yep.
that's a personal thing. I like to think of it as individuals. Okay. So I think of it as pizzas. Okay.
Pizza.
Pizzas. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm done listening.
You're done listening? This is a great analogy. Okay.
Okay.
Leonardo clipped this too. And what he said earlier. I am a whole pizza. I understand who I am. I understand what I'm worth. I understand I'm emotionally intelligent. That's one thing I'm very emotionally intelligent. Okay. And because I've taken time to understand, I've been single for like 3 years, right? Great. No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Because I have, though, now I understand who I am, what I am, and what I want, what I like, what I need. Okay. Now, when you're a whole pizza, it's important to go date a person who is a whole pizza. She knows who she is, what she wants, what she likes. Okay, it's very important to do that. She can't be half a pizza. You can't be a whole pizza and date a person who's half a pizza. Because now, when you come and meet this person, you date them, right? She's half a pizza, so you give up your half a pizza. Now she's a whole pizza, but you're left with your half of the pizza.
Do you know what?
So now you're not a whole person anymore.
Do you know what the statistic of women's standards are today?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's basically that you got to be you. You got to be over 6'1". You got to make over $100,000 a year, and you got to be financially whatever,
you gotta be
stable,
swole, good looking.
Right. You got to be in the under 15% body fat. Like that's a women's typical guy today, right? So you're trying to be that whole pizza. So what is your standards for a woman?
You asking me directly?
Yes. If that's what the 90% of women want is basically you, over 6'1", in shape, entrepreneur, has his mind right, wants a family, whatever. What would your standards be for a woman?
Guys, we're going to catch y'all next weekend. Thank y'all for joining the show. That's a good question, yo. My standard of women has nothing to do with physical appearances. Actually, like I said, since I'm very emotionally intelligent, all of it comes down to who the woman is. Yeah, that's really it. Like,
hey, he's taking applications.
Who?
Who's
taking applications?
You got an owl in your pocket again? Who?
Just so stupid. Who's taking applications? I'm not taking applications.
Oh, you're not? Don't submit in the comments. Or do.
I am very content right now. With being solo. Unless somebody wants to come add value in my life, then sure.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah. That only if you're going to come add value in my life.
Yeah, whatever.
Because right now, it's very hard for me to balance. Like I just learned, it's very hard for me to balance business and the relationship. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't think I will until I get that sorted.
Or until it happens. Because you really don't.
That's true, until it happens.
Know how to do it. Oh. Yeah, well, you don't know what it's like to have a kid before having a kid and then having a kid and being like,
It's a good point.
What do I do now?
So here's my standards of women, okay? Beyonce, that's it. You just got to be Beyonce. If you're not Beyonce, that's it. You have no chance.
The 1%.
The 1%.
Actually, less than 1%. She's a billionaire.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah, she's a billionaire black woman that is very successful.
You got to be Beyonce, Zendaya, Billie Eilish is cute. I think Billie Eilish is cute. Am I the only one? See, he agrees.
I like white girls, and I don't like Billie Eilish.
Why you hating on Billie for?
Huh?
I think Billie Eilish is hot and gorgeous and can sing.
Okay. To each is their own.
To each is their own. To one is their each.
There you go.
She ain't mine yet. It's okay. Honestly, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, bro.
What is it?
I'm mad upset about you not liking Billie Eilish.
What?
I think she's hot. Honestly, bro. Honestly, I have a solid chance with her. I have a solid chance with Billie Eilish.
You hit her up? DMs?
Nah, I haven't slid yet. I'm trying to get my money up. So,
Billie?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my money up.
Okay.
I ain't gonna drop no mediocre album. I'm gonna drop a fire album before I get with her. You know how many albums she has? Come on, dude.
Who?
Have you seen her discography?
Who?
Billie Eilish.
Cares. Anyway, so let's talk about the 1%er. Because she's like in the top 90. Like she's
in the 5.
She's basic, bro.
She is bae.
She's so basic.
How you gonna talk about my bae like that?
Sorry.
All right, move on.
Sorry, Billie. You're not basic.
Move on.
You're above basic. You're a little average. A little bit.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
You wouldn't have it?
Have it.
It's happening, so
You a hater.
get over it.
Oh my God, you gonna talk about Billie Eilish like that?
Sorry, Billie.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry, Billie. I didn't mean to call you out like that, Billie.
She got so much money now too. You want to know? I wonder what her why is.
What her why is?
Her why is. Let me ask you. What is your why? Why do you go out there and make all that money?
What is my why? Mm-hmm. Why do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different whys.
Give
But
me your top three.
Top three.
Starting from third.
Starting from three.
Mm-hmm.
My third reason why I do what I do. I would say to be or to have or to give what I wasn't given as a child would be a why, right?
Okay.
Or to give my kids what I wasn't able to have when I was growing up would be one.
Okay.
Another why would be a personal why, be like within me to prove that I can. And
That's
that
two.
That I am worthy, and that I can do these things.
Okay. What's your one?
My number one why would be for God, and it would be because with Him anything is possible, or through Him all things are possible. So the circumstances that happened during COVID, that really made my why a why, because at that point, it's crazy. I don't know if I've ever shared this on this podcast or not, but for whatever reason, God does things in ways that you never will know why you do the things you do.
Yeah.
So 2018, the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I basically was I was going to church pretty often, reading the Word. I was in the Word. Me and Kelsey were in it together. We're to make a relationship successful. So I always get this, like, why do y'all go to counseling? Or y'all going through hard times? Like, no. Whether you're going through hard times or good times, it's always good to go through counseling, to talk to somebody else outside of, like, your parents or outside of friends. It's always good to have a outside person listening in, right? So we were going through counseling and stuff 2019, and something dawned on me that I needed to sell my house. The house I was in 2018
Yeah.
was a really nice house.
Okay.
Very nice. 2016 build, so I was only 3 years old at the time.
He's bougie.
Nice.
Bougie.
Like 10-foot ceilings, 4 bed, 3 baths.
Oh, dang.
In a bougie neighborhood, like, nice, right? Really nice place. And when I say something, God told me that I just needed to get out of there. For whatever reason, I just needed to sell. So I sold it. And stuff was being put in place, in motion, when I didn't even know it was getting put in motion. So I was going to sell this house. The money I got from selling this house, I was going to get into a flip property. That was going to be my first ever flip property. This before I was even considering real estate to be anything. But I had heard it a lot from people that they were doing flips in 2019, 2020, and that's what I wanted to do. So all of a sudden, my old childhood home was in tax forbearance. Like they either had to pay the taxes, or the county or the state was going to take over repossess property. So this happened while I was selling my house. So I'm like, well, God, I hear you. Yeah. Here we go. So I went and bought the house, renovated it. I'll hopefully one of these days I'll show pictures of the before and after, because it is a complete.
Was it a mess before you copped it?
Bruh. It was awful.
My goodness. You grew up in it.
Yeah, and I grew up in it, and it was a little bitty, like 1,000 square foot house. I had 3 kids, so I was like, I'm moving in this little bitty house with 3 kids. We barely made it when I was growing up with 2 kids, me and my sister. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, but I feel like this is what I really need to do. So I did it. So anyway, get into this house. Everything's good. Everything's great. I renovate it. Went from a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, into now it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom. So like completely renovated it, restored it. Everything's new. New paint, new roof. I changed up the floor plan, added more square footage to the kitchen, added an extra bedroom in the back where we did the podcast before we got the studio.
Yeah.
Just spent some money on it,
Got some value.
Yeah, nice value.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did all of this stuff to then, like all of this stuff happened. So I didn't have a mortgage. I paid everything off, right? This is 2019. Everything's paid off. I'm good to go. Everything's golden.
Yeah.
Only bills I have is my cars. And then 2020, let go, right?
Right.
So had I not...
Had you guys splurged on that money from selling the house.
Right. I would have been in really bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Really, really bad shape. I would have been probably at the lowest of lowest. But thank God that I sold my house and got into that because my bills were like stacked.
So that's why your number one is God, because of that reason. He does everything for a reason.
Everything's for a reason. So whenever I lost a job and everything, thank God, because I wouldn't have been able to pay the mortgage and the cars and the insurances and the bill. Like I would not have been able to survive.
Yep. With 3 kids.
With 3 kids during that COVID when I got laid off with unemployment. So I would say that'd be my biggest why is God. God has a story for us all. Like he has like our journey. Like I feel like my journey has just begun and I'm 32. So like I had this story of my 20s where I was in the oil field stacking paper, having fun, doing whatever, living in my 20s. And then now I'm in my entrepreneurship journey or story, and I'm just now getting started. And whenever, it's so crazy, whenever God has his hands and that it's God's will and deal is because he blesses the fruits.
Of
like I have been extremely blessed to be in real estate and doing what I'm doing because I'm not an average realtor. I'm like top dog, and I've been since year 1. Mm-hmm. And it's not I ask people some of these realtors over here, like, man, how do you do it? How do you do it? It's like, man, I just stay working. Like, I didn't know that. Like I don't know anything other than to hustle. Like, I don't know. That's just in my DNA.
It's like that meme. I don't know, dude.
I don't know, dude. I'm just here, dude. But yeah, so
I'm just winging it.
My first year I went to this real producers meeting deal, and it was like all these realtors meet up, and that's actually where I met Maida. Maida Gonzalez, shout out.
Shout out to Maida. Maida's a G.
She is. Maida and Carlos. Maida's Home Inspections. Shout out, baby. But anyway, I was over there, and people just did not believe how much I made in sales my first year. I made like close to $9 million my first year in sales ever. First year in real estate ever. First time ever in the industry. Majority of like first time year realtors are around 2 million, 2.5 million. I'm like in the 9s. So they're like, what the heck, So that's why I'm saying like God first, because he truly blessed me. He blessed me with the knowledge that I had for the 10 years I was in the oil field. So with all of that, bro, that's my why. My why is to like show that God can do all things.
Yeah, he can.
Yep.
That's beautiful, bro. That's very beautiful, bro.
What's your why?
You want my top 3?
Top 3.
So I'm going to preface it with like that same sentence. When God wants to, you know how, you ever watch that Michael Jackson Billie Jean video? Billie Jean, you know how he starts walking with every
like
step he takes?
Yeah, the golf shoes that you have.
Yeah. And then he takes, why you hate on my golf shoes, man?
Because you hated on my bronze.
Yeah, them bras was ugly. Them joints was busted, but anyway, what had them? He said they were bras, but they look like them And1s from Shaq from Walmart.
Hey, they're big.
They big,
they're
boy.
big shoes.
You look like you was about to line up as a lineman.
I am, bro.
Big,
hey, I got big ankles. Leave me alone.
You got cankles?
Do I? I don't know. Do I have cankles, guys?
That's OD. Anyway, that Michael Jackson Billie Jean video
where he's walking and the stage lights up every step.
Every step.
Yep.
That's like how when God works in your life.
Yep.
Every step. And as a matter of fact, God lights that step up before you even walk on it. It's insane to know his power. And so in my life, I've literally been like living proof of that. My top 3 why, I have a lot, but my third why would be like always being the outcast for like everybody in my family successful except for me, which is weird. even though I'm doing okay. But I've always been in the shadow. So it's a vendetta thing.
Gotcha.
It's a vendetta thing. I've always been in the shadow, man. I remember this when this happened. So my brother and my sister went to Lee High School, a.k.a. Now Legacy, whatever. And I never went to the basketball game until like my junior year in college. Okay. Yeah. This is my brother's senior year. This is my sister's freshman year. So everybody knows the Fwanjis because they're both killing it in both their respective sports.
Right.
I think I walked in with, it was Lowe's game. It was Lori's game. And I walked in with Loic. And my mom was already there.
Yeah.
So Loic walks in. Oh, you know, all-star Loic. What up, Loic? What's up? Doing this thing. I'm just there like, I'm starstruck. This is my own brother.
Yeah.
I'm starstruck. I'm like, do we hold this much power, bro? And mind you, I'm taller at that point. I'm like, yo, promise y'all I'm cooler. Like, but it became a personal vendetta and almost against my brother. And so because of that, I had to really refrain and it sent me, that's probably the beginning of the turmoil. It sent me into a straight turmoil for a couple of years because I was like, dude, I got to get up out this slums because I hated engineering. Absolutely hated engineering.
Yeah.
But I was good at it. I mean, I was smart, you know, still am. I got my minor in it. So that was my third one, just always being in their shadows. My second one is everything my dad's built. Like I said, my dad was the worst of 7.
Mm-hmm.
He's most successful of 7.
Yeah.
And because of that, he has 3 kids who are doing well off and they're primed to be successful. And like, I can't just come out here and be an F up because of him.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? So like, if you watch somebody work, my dad's like 55 years of their life to bring you here, you're going to spend your next 55 to make sure you stay here and you're good. To make sure that his 55 years don't mean something.
Yep. Have meaning.
Have meaning, have purpose, have emphasis. My number one reason, numero uno. Oh, I wish I have a picture, but like 10-year-old me.
Big old glasses?
No, I don't think I wore glasses like that. Let me see if I can find a picture. See if I can put it up there. 10-year-old me when I was a freaking like baby. So I'm going to pull up Fabrice right now.
I bet you was still as tall as me when you was 10.
I think when I was 10, I had to have been like
5'9",
5'5" or something.
Just unfair.
Something crazy.
Just unfair.
You're about to laugh at this picture, but I always think of this picture right here. See that?
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Can y'all see that? Are you showing them? Yeah.
That's my boy.
So like that kid right there.
That's you at 10?
Yeah.
You at least look decent. I wish I could show you a picture of me at 10. You're going to laugh. I was busted and disgusted.
I had no hairline. I swear my hairline was degrading back then. But because in Africa, we don't do like line ups. We do the round tops.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, your joint.
Curved. You got an arch.
Well, I had Noah's Ark, boy. My joint was anyway. But that kid is the one that's still here. This body I'm holding is protecting that kid at all times. So I do it for this guy right here.
For that 10-year-old you.
For that. Because I still have to heal him every day because my parents were strict. So like, I have to bring him out every once in a while. So yeah, I do. That's my number one reason right there. Because this guy's a legend. He just ain't know it.
He just didn't know it at the time.
He just didn't know it.
I would say the same thing, man. My 10-year-old self, I was bad shape.
Yeah.
I was in bad shape when I was rough.
But you had positive dreams.
When I was 10? I can't even remember my dreams when I was 10, honestly. So there's for all those that have been in poverty ever in your life, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. So like my mom was on like food stamps, the EBT, welfare, Social Security, all that stuff. And we had what is that called? The insurance you get when you can't afford insurance?
Social care? Social care.
Medicare. So Medicaid paid for when I was on Medicaid and when I was 10, you get free pairs of glasses. You get a free pair of glasses. But the glasses they give you are these big old rectangular
thick
boxes.
too.
Yeah, they thick, bro. Like, bam.
Uh-huh.
So when I was 10, that's what I was wearing. I had them big old bifocals. I looked like a old grandpa man at 10, and we couldn't afford haircuts. So my mom would always buzz cut my hair. I always had
Every
a buzz
time?
cut. Yeah.
Damn.
I never got like a true haircut. It was always a buzz cut.
Boy,
My
ain't got
mom
no
would get
fade.
my mom would not even a fade. I mean straight
That's
buzz.
what I'm saying. You ain't
like
no fade,
buzz
just
cut.
straight just
Straight
zoop.
buzz. So I wish I could
She
find
gave
that
you
picture.
a 1 all around.
For real, that's what it was.
Yeah, I get you.
1 or 2 all the way around.
All the way around.
But I had these big old glasses. I was like a nerdy boy. I liked playing video game stuff. I was just a nerdy 10-year-old boy. But at 10, I don't know, man. I don't think I really had too much dreams at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there wasn't really growing up, man. As like it wasn't extreme poverty, like
Yeah, but you was poor. You was poor, man.
Yeah, you was poor,
But you didn't have any aspirations, bro? Like,
I
I
was
wanted to
10
be
now.
an actor. I knew I wanted to make videos, and I do that.
at 10,
Yeah. I was making videos at 10. 11.
were you really?
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't have none of that. I had a Nintendo 64 when I was 10.
See, I was making beats.
Do you remember the Nintendo 64? Did you ever play Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
It has a little joystick, and you have to hold the control there.
Yeah, hold the control on the side. Yeah. See? But like, so I always was been into music. I've always been into creating. So like I would do like there was this software called Planner 3D where you would build your house. You'd like build a house from like material up and down.
Yeah.
Right? Now I flipped the house.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
See what I'm saying?
You had the money to do that.
I ain't had no money, boy.
You had the money to get
I had
that
the
technology.
smarts.
I didn't have that. We didn't have that.
Oh, fair.
I didn't have none of that.
Touche.
So like my thing, I had a Nintendo 64, which I think my mom and stepdad, and he's the one that actually bought it for me.
What games you have on there, yo?
Bro, Mario Kart. I had Mario Kart, Banjo Kazooie,
The classic.
Zelda.
Banjo's classic.
Banjo and Zelda. Those are my
Zelda's
top
classic.
3. And then Mario Party came out. I started getting on that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Pokemon was a huge hit
Pokemon
whenever I
was
was growing
everything.
up. So like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, all that stuff. I was a Pokemon geek, man.
Yeah.
Huge.
I got you.
I wish my mom would have. I had a binder full of first edition cards that I have no idea where they're at. They're somewhere. I was, bro.
Nerd.
Hardcore nerd into Pokemon. I was huge. But yeah, I don't know where that binder's at.
I got
No
you.
idea.
But
But
you
yeah,
have-
my 10-year-old self, man,
Yeah.
I really didn't have ambitions.
Yeah.
I'm now thinking about it. Like every summer I would just want to go to the city pool.
Yeah.
And I had to hustle for that. It was cost $1 to get into the city pool, so I had to hustle for that $1. Whether that was like knocking on neighbor's door, like, "Hey, can I borrow $1? I want to go to city pool today."
That's so crazy.
Or
You
like
didn't have
hustling
any-
at boys club,
Yeah, you didn't have any aspirations. I remember when I was 10.
just chilling.
Yeah, chilling. I came to the States in 09. I was 10. 09, 2010, 11, I watched the NBA Finals. This was the Lakers versus Celtics. We're talking Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher. I think Shaq was in there.
Yeah.
First, KG, Double P. Like, I wanted to be an NBA player at 10. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to be up there with LeBron. And then you see, then I watched LeBron. And I was like, I'm definitely going to make the league. Obviously, we know how that went. But, but like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I didn't have any dreams.
No golfing, no baseball, soccer.
Well, see, when we didn't have. We watched the Cowboys on Sunday, but I didn't know anything about basketball. I didn't know anything about golf. I didn't know anything about baseball. I didn't know anything about anything until I was like a senior in high school, except the Cowboys. I knew the Cowboys because my dad and my uncle would watch it every Sunday, and my mom would take me to their houses because that's when we had our family get-togethers, and we would watch Cowboys every Sunday.
You think it's an Andrews thing?
No,
No, it's just you.
it's a family thing
Family thing.
for sure. Because my kids now, I can tell you right now, Damien, he wants to be. It changes every week, but right now he wants to be like a professional NFL quarterback. So like he's training, and then during baseball season he wants to be a professional baseball player. And then when it's in school, he's like so smart. He's like academically just talented,
Gifted,
smart, gifted. So like whenever he's at school, he wants to be like all about school. Like he wants to do spelling bees and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Jonah, same way. Like once we're in a sport, his aspirations are that.
Yeah.
And they're not 10, they're 7.
Yeah.
7 and 5.
Kids grow up way faster nowadays.
But I'm saying like when I was, I'm trying to think of having it. I didn't have aspirations at that time.
That's so crazy.
I was going with the flow. I was just going with the motions. Yeah. Every day was just seasons, really. Summer. I want to go to the pool every day in the summertime. And
just living,
really. Yeah.
Reminds me of like you watch Stranger Things?
No.
You watch Stranger Things? What's another old school popular show? I don't know, but like that vibe.
Call me old, bro.
No, I watch old school. I like old shows. You know, in the 90s and 80s when people were just living.
Yeah.
You go outside.
That 90s show or 70s show?
70s show. Yeah. And then you hear like Cyndi Lauper playing and all this stuff like that.
Basically what it was.
No, that's why I like that. Do me a favor though, because this is one thing that I wish would have changed in my life, because I'd probably be an athlete if it wasn't for it. Don't push them towards school that much or too much. Definitely push them towards school, but not too much.
What do you mean? Like academics? Academics, or what do you mean?
Yeah, academic. Like push them towards being great in sport, and because they'll be great in sports, they'll
be great
naturally, then they'll naturally be great in academics.
Yes.
What happened with me is I got pushed so much in academics, like I am itching. So that's one thing I talked to my brother about. Like, this is so personal. I got podcasts with therapeutic.
Personal, therapeutic. Let's go.
My brother lives the life I dream of.
Yeah.
So what happens is we conflict with each other so much because I would make different decisions based on certain paths that he's walking.
Yeah.
So because of that, we conflict. So and that came because when we came to Midland, we actually came to Midland because my dad's job, but they put me in early college high school. Now, early college high school has been one of the best schools I've ever went to, and they'd done my life, but there was no sports. Look at me, bro. I'm primed to be in the league.
Yeah.
Any league.
So do you think that's a parent thing or that's a you thing?
Parent thing, because they wanted
you to be smart and academic.
And like.
Do you think that's
Lloyd didn't want to go.
Right.
I told him I didn't want to go. I cried.
Yeah. So do you think that's so that's so tough, like being a parent. Have you talked to your parents about any of this stuff? Like, why did you do this? I could be an NBA player right now, or I could be.
No, I haven't talked to him, but I'm sure that'll be a conversation that'll come up.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's an argument. Don't make an argument out of it. Yeah, but just like I would have a conversation. Yeah. Because I'm in the same boat, and I've discussed this with my mom already. Like, how come you didn't push me in sports? Like, how come you didn't make me go? And because for me, it was like if I didn't want to do it, she'd be like, "Don't do it."
Yeah. And
I had to find that drive in me, because working out, especially like a sport, it sucks.
Facts.
When you do off season, when you do 2 days, when you're running, when you're dying,
conditioning,
man, when your heart's just pumping, your brain's pumping, you're in your helmet, you're like, God, dang, man, it sucks, right? Mm-hmm. And if you don't have parents even that, whether you're in that sport or not in that sport, I was very conflicted. Like, I didn't want to even play the sport. I was like, why the heck am I even doing this?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's the byproduct that comes with all that, those lame days. It's what it makes you. A person who
into the person leader.
Right. That's why they always say athletes struggle after they graduate. Yes, they do, because they're so used to a routine. Mm-hmm. But the athletes that keep that routine,
they're successful.
Oh my goodness.
Highly successful.
And, oh my goodness.
So for instance, like that Ryan Pineda.
Yeah.
I just found this out, but after he got out of high school, he actually went and played for a minor league with the Athletic A's, and he played for 2 or 3 years.
What sport is that?
Baseball.
Okay.
And he thought that's what his life was, and he's now a huge entrepreneur, huge house flipper.
But he built those habits from
he built the habits from sports.
You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing. Like I look at Lloyd right now. Lloyd wakes up every day. Lloyd goes to bed at 8. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And Lloyd's 21. And he wakes up around 7 usually.
That's the difference.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a game changer difference.
It's a game changer difference.
Yep.
And so I had to build that on my own, because obviously I'm a gamer nerd. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur now. I have to wake up early, but it's a constant battle. But with them, it's subconscious.
Yeah.
It's subconscious. It's different.
So if you're needing a tip of the day, here it is. So the game changer difference of a very successful entrepreneur and a not so successful entrepreneur is literally just waking up a little bit earlier and going to sleep a little bit earlier.
It literally is.
It's a huge difference.
When I started the business thing, I was up at 5. That's why I hurt my knee. I was up at 4 or 5 every day. And I loved it, bro. When I wake up, like if you guys go to my YouTube, was it Fabrice Visuals, youtube.com/Fabrice Visuals. Just watch a day in the life of a digital marketer vlog. Like I'm up at 4. I'm over here going to the gym. I'm already working out. I'm out of the gym and out the shower before the sun's up. Like that's so, you have so many more hours in a day.
And I don't know about for you, but for me, it is so peaceful in the mornings. Oh, yes. Like it's so quiet, right? Especially you out there that have kids or married, have kids, whatever. If you're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, it is so quiet. It is so peaceful. You can get so much done in that first 2 hours of your day before any of the kids wake up, before even your spouse wakes up. Like if you're getting up earlier, I'm just telling you, there's so much you can do in those 2 hours. You can work out, you can do Bible time, you can schedule your entire day, your entire week.
Peace of mind.
Anything that you have that you probably had the previous day before can be done in those 2 hours. So when you start your day, like when you actually get ready and you start your day, you're already ahead of schedule. So much benefits waking up early.
So that's one thing. And so that's one thing that I watched him do, and I really appreciate that. But no, that's my number one, like protecting him, protecting my younger self. But watching my siblings, I'm proud of them, this is really very much so a therapy session, but it's something that I will have to talk to them about that eventually. I don't know. I always wonder if my parents listen to the show. I feel like they do sometimes, maybe. Especially my dad. My dad's so quiet.
My mom watches mine.
I know she does. She was telling us, she was like, I watch here and there. She's like, I'm like, your son's stupid.
Yeah.
my mom watches it, and she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but go do it. I was like, okay, Mom, thanks.
Have fun.
So that's why I love doing all these different outlets, because even if like the things, the habits, everything is built for me is great.
It is.
All the different outlets I'm in. I'm doing like 5 things at one time.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So it's nice.
In the same boat, man. We in the same boat.
Man.
Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
I love that people say shoot your shot, but every time somebody says shoot your shot, I always think about girls. That's the only thing. That's the only way I apply it.
So I have this story, right? Not about no girls. Oh, okay. This is a realtor story. So I have this guy. He's a client of mine. Shout out A. Greggs if you're watching. He knows who he is. I'm not going to say his name. A. Greg. You know who you are.
A. Greg.
But he was trying to find a house here in Andrews, and that was my go-to saying for that whole thing. He was like, what kind of offer you want to make? What if I make a $20,000 less offer? I'm like, hey, shoot your shot. And I just tell him that every time. He's like, what about all this house? Like 10 grand off. I'm like, hey man, shoot your shot.
What if it screws him?
Just shoot your shot. Like if you want to make a $20,000 under list price offer, shoot your shot. I mean, will it work? I don't know, but you won't know unless you
try it. Shoot
your shot.
So look, this is why it comes to girls to me. Okay.
Yeah.
I am from the motherland. So when I came in 2009, okay, mind you,
you cannot shoot your shot.
You cannot shoot your shot. You know what you mean?
You cannot shoot your shot.
So when I came in 2009, I tested for this gifted and talented school, right? I aced it. So I skipped 2 grades. So instead of going from 5th, I went straight to, from 4th, I went straight to 6th.
Yeah.
Okay. So it put me straight in intermediate school. Now this is when everyone's like 12, 13. I'm 10, 9. All the 12, 13-years are discovering about girls and girlfriends and stuff like that.
And you're like 9.
I'm like 9. I'm like, what do you mean? Right? So they influence me, obviously. And they all tell me, like, shoot your shot. So
what do you mean about this big booty? What do you mean? What does the peaches mean? What does it mean?
Oh, head, boy.
Is that what you don't say peach no more?
What did we say back in the day? What do you say now?
Peaches.
Brandon. Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
I guess
ain't nobody say hoo-ha. What is hoo-ha?
Girls say hoo-ha.
Hee-ha?
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Now, I feel like older women say hoo-ha.
About to say hoo-ha is not this generation.
We say cootie cat.
Cootie cat.
Skeezers.
Skeezers.
Some skeezers in the house. I'm a dog, yeah. Anyway, let me continue my story. So they always tell me shoot your shot. So I had no game. I've never had game until college. Okay, never had game.
You still ain't got no game. Quit lying.
What could play on that? What could play? I got game just sitting here.
You got game just sitting here?
Just sitting.
Just swag dripping?
Bro, look at me.
You drip, drip, drip. Double Chico.
Double Chico. So they always tell me shoot your shot.
Yep.
And I shot my shot like 100 times, got denied. There was this girl back in high school or junior high. I went to Pine Tree Junior High in Longview, Texas. Okay. Baddest girl at school. She ain't bad no more.
What's her name?
What's her name? Was it Allie?
Don't say the last name. Just say the first name.
I think it was Allie.
Allie?
I think it was Allie. We'll call her Allie.
Okay, Allie. You listen here.
Let me tell her. So it was Allie, right? Mind you, butt ugly, like straight fresh out the boat. Bro, I'm rocking FUBUs. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
about. I'm rocking FUBUs and ones, and my shirts are straight from not Ross. What's that?
Walmart.
Burlington.
That's my get up.
That's not my get up.
That was my get up all the way until I was a sophomore in high school, bro.
So I pull up on Shorty. I'm like, look, I really like you. I really like you. I think that you and I would make great relation.
Relation.
And I think we should go out. What do you think? You imagine? Oh,
Oh, you done?
She said, I'll think about it. Came back tomorrow. Have you thought about it? I'll think about it. Well, she thought about it for 5 years.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
She thought about it forever.
You know what's crazy though? Hold on. We're the crazy thing about being the oldest, you don't really have anyone to look up to besides your dad.
You're a trial.
Right. You're the trial. So for me, I had my brother, Josh, which is a little Mac Daddy. Like he is, you haven't met him yet, but when you meet him, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Dude's always in shape. He looks good. He always like takes care of himself. Like he's
a good looking dude.
He's a little player, right? And but he wasn't around when I was that age. He moved to Snyder with my biological dad, so I didn't get him until I was a sophomore in high school, or actually a freshman in high school. So whenever my 8th grade year, man, I was so bad. I had prescription glasses. I got LASIK surgery done, so I don't wear glasses anymore. But I had prescription glasses up until my freshman year in college. I had glasses. So my 8th grade year, I had these square glasses and I had blue tint on it. For what reason? I don't know. I like blue. I like blue my 8th grade year. I don't know.
Sure.
And in the summer of my 8th grade year, I decided to dye my hair blonde.
Oh.
Because it was going through a blonde phase. I was like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys are doing the blonde highlight streaks in their hair. So I dyed my whole thing blonde. Eminem was a huge thing then. He was Slim Shady, So I had my blonde hair, my blue glasses. I didn't know how to dress. I had sisters, but they didn't like try to help me out or nothing, They're busted, bro. 8th grade.
Busted.
Yeah. So summer, my 8th grade year, my brother moves to Andrews and he's like, oh no. He's like, no. So my brother starts putting me in Hollister, American Eagle, like Timberland boots.
The get up.
Right? The drip. Like at that point in time, I was just putting on whatever I had in my closet and I didn't care. I was like, it is what it is. I'm going to go to school regardless, whatever. So he dripped me out, bro. And I'm telling you, just from clothes.
Game.
I didn't even have to say anything.
You don't got to, man.
I didn't even got to say a word. They'd be like, you look cute today. And I'm just like.
You did not do that. Let me get Kelsey up here. You did not do that, boy.
I didn't do that. But if they did say I was cute, I kind of blushed a little,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, there was a point in high school where I had the glasses, like the bottom layers glasses, right? Kind of like Brandon's over here, big old glasses. And you could slap magnetic shades on top.
Oh, you were that guy. You He was that guy.
Like, damn, I'm sorry I couldn't see you through the bifocal.
Through the bifocal, baby. But I will tell you, glasses suck being in football. Because,
Oh yeah. And I hate the contacts.
Oh,
and I hate the contacts, dude. So.
And I would, when I started wearing contacts, I started wearing contacts like in 8th grade, 9th grade. I'd wear my glasses to school, and then I would put my contacts in when I went to football practice. But we would always be like, I don't know if this is everyone that plays football or not, but I would always go like stupid hard. And when you hit helmet to helmet, I'd always lose a freaking contact.
Dang.
Did that happen with you?
Yeah.
You always just lose contact. You pop out, and then you're like looking everywhere for it on the floor, and you got to like clean off all the dirt, and you have to go get the water squirt bottle and then stick it back in your eye.
Maybe that happened like one time, but sure.
It happened to me like every freaking time, man.
That's toughy, man.
That is toughy.
Anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Back on track.
I do think that the reason I brought this whole thing up anyway is to talk about why we go out and chase money like that, especially as men.
Mm-hmm. So I will say that it's not chasing money. So if you chase money, you're always going to be chasing, right? Mm-hmm. So I am what I call financial freedom. Mm-hmm. It's financially free or finance freedom is to not chase the bag the rest of your life, but to chase it enough to where you're financially free, after it's something that you can catch and you can attain.
Sure.
So like that's where I'm at in life.
What does financial freedom mean to you?
Where basically I can do what I want when I want.
Okay.
Anytime. If I wanted to, let's just say somebody in Florida called me up and said that we have a meeting tomorrow. Financially free means that I can get up, get on an airport, and go to Florida tomorrow. Just be financially free, and be back. So I go to Florida and back, and I'll be back in time for my kid's sporting event. That's financially free to me, and that's bills paid.
Big flex.
It's just to be financially free. Companies, that's my vision. That's my dream. Is eventually I want to be a coach in real estate. Mm-hmm. So I want to coach people all over the United States that are struggling with this kind of stuff and not knowing what to do to get their production up and stuff. Because I've learned so much in these first 2 years that not only benefits in real estate, but in entrepreneurship, period.
And in life, yeah.
And in life. Like I've learned so much stuff that I had no idea about because I was so stuck in the oil field. I thought that was going to be my life. But now coming into this world, it's like there is so much more on this side of the entrepreneurship range.
And I mean, everyone learns that. Athletes learn that, athletes learn that, regular people learn that. So it's a different ball game. It requires you to be a certain individual to do entrepreneurship. When I watch people, like usually when you look at someone, you meet them for 5 minutes, you can tell whether they'll be a good entrepreneur or not.
Oh yeah.
Typically.
Very quick.
Tell. So it's always weird to kind of look at. I was watching this video on Twitter. There was this guy who went up to his old high school bully and harassed him with his phone, just kind of recorded him. Mm-hmm. His high school bully was homeless, smoking a cigarette, shoes and socks all busted. Mm-hmm. And it got me thinking, it's like high school bullies typically always have the ability to lead a group based off of their, whatever their demands are. That's kind of what an entrepreneur is. And I always think like, should I be a bully in life? Let me not correlate that, but what are the skills needed to be an entrepreneur? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely leadership is probably the main one. One of the main ones. And then after that, consistency, discipline, determination, everything that comes with you. But you almost always have to have a tough upbringing.
Yeah.
Some, not always, but the qualities of a tough upbringing.
Yeah.
Like
majority. So I heard this on a TikTok reel the other day, but it said the reason why people turn into entrepreneurs is because they go through a part of failure in their life. Mm-hmm. So they go to the lowest of lows, and then they have to do something to get out of that low. Right. They have to do something. Yep. And then whatever that something is, whether it's mowing grass, being homeless, whatever that is, if they can make it out of there, those are usually the top 5% successful people
100%.
because they have to hit that failure, they have to hit that low to hit that high.
Yeah, because once you hit the low, you got to work 3 times as hard. And if you keep those same habits of working 3 times as hard that you did there, then that's basically entrepreneurship.
Habits, discipline. Yep.
Yeah.
Discipline out again, and I'll repeat this till the day I die, but discipline is 100% the reason why entrepreneurs succeed.
I agree.
Discipline.
I agree. You have to be.
You have to be disciplined with your clients. You have to be disciplined with your health. You have to be disciplined with your family. You have to be everything.
I say discipline with time is the most important.
What is it?
Discipline with time is the most important.
It is. It's super important.
Bro.
That's why you got to wake up early. That's what we just discussed.
Bro, that's probably the thing I've been struggling with the most.
Don't get me wrong, because I've been struggling with this bad too for the since my kid's been born since January 23rd.
Don't play around now. That's your child.
I know, but since January 23rd, I was on a day I woke up at 5 o'clock every morning up until that day.
You did, yep.
And I have been struggling so bad with waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I do it like 3 times a week, and it used to be like 7 days a week. So I'm needing to get back into that and hold me accountable, guys. Hold me accountable. Make sure I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning.
Hold me accountable. I'll hold you accountable.
Exactly.
Because we used to hold each other accountable last year. Yeah, I remember I'd be at the gym. I'd be like, Daniel.
What? Where you at, Jim?
Jim.
Where you at, Jim?
I'm in the sauna, bro.
I'm in the sauna. Yeah, I'd be in the sauna. I'm
in the sauna, bro.
Sauna time is...
I love the sauna, boy. That sweat be dripping down you. Anyways.
Pause.
Whoa. Want to let you guys know something. Whether you are the older generation, the newer generation, or a millennial, just want you guys to know that you too can become a game changer.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Catch y'all later. Peace.